Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the pregame show, playoff pregame show, Game 6. My man, Derrick Weise, over there before we get going. In honor of a Nick, because we're wishing her well. She's got a sore ankle right now. She deserves the rest either way, just because she's a warrior. But in the spirit of a Nick not being here, we still have to do the dad joke because it's fun. We got to do it.
Oh, yeah.
Now, here it is for you, Derrick, okay? I know you're going to be familiar with the player that's named in this joke, by the way. The ice hockey team needed some reinforcements on defense. The hockey analysts mocked them by saying, "Oh, do ya?"
Yes.
Welcome to the pregame show. All right.
That's so good.
So what did you call Oduya? What we were talking
he's the pizza man. Yeah.
Pucks what does that mean exactly?
Pucks up the middle all day. You can search up the highlights, and I'm pretty sure there's probably a top 100 package of pizza deliveries right up the pipe.
Poor guy, man. Poor guy. I don't know if he'll ever come on the show. I don't know if Dale ever want him on, but he may not come on now.
Cup champ, though.
Stanley Cup champion.
Oh, yeah.
Got to respect that either way. And all I picture is him with just that big, thick black beard.
Oh,
right?
It's glorious too, though.
So good, so good. Well, we got a Game 6 here, Derrick, and I don't know if you heard, but it's kind of a big game.
Oh yeah,
this is something else, man. This is uncharted territory for a lot of younger Montreal Canadiens fans. You and myself were old enough to remember '93.
Yeah,
I didn't appreciate it. I was too young, but this is something special, man. And I just think I said it to a Nick in the pregame the other night for Game 5. This is the first time I can honestly say, like, I just think the boys are going to do it. And I don't know about the cup yet. I'm not going that far. We're not there yet.
One game at a time, right?
One game at a time. But I just, for the first time, finally felt like out of nowhere, like it just kind of like hit me that they're going to do this thing.
It's like that nervous excitement. It's not nerves of, I don't know what's going to happen. You almost have that nervous excitement where you see how they've been rolling, how they've been playing, and the way Carey's been playing. Cole's starting to come on. Everyone's rolling at the right time.
It's true. And this jersey, I said to some guys the other day, just came in the mail today. Big Nick energy. Nick Suzuki, I'll throw it to you just because it's fun.
That's a nice jersey. So nice.
It's pretty, right? We got the contrast. We got the red and white today, so I'll show it to you guys.
Oh, yeah.
But there it is, man. I mean, it came in the mail literally today. So, like, I shipped it out, got it stitched, came back home. And, like, I've talked to you guys endless times about my connection to Suzuki, starting my broadcasting career, interviewing him in the OHL.
Yeah.
And, like, I still remember, like, I didn't share this detail about when I talked to him, but like even when he walked out towards me, like I felt a little nervous, and like I don't get that from players really much. I just kind of get over that, but there was a bit of an aura.
You knew
around that kid.
You had that feeling, right?
Yeah, like there was something there, and like this is before he went on his OHL title run. But man, he's showing up huge too. The kids are doing great in this series, man.
Yeah, and especially, you know, Cole's really starting to come about too, where you can see he's starting to do a little bit more of what you expected, you know, the dangle here, the toe there, and then just, you know, he's starting to find that open space, which is he's starting to get more comfortable. And I think that that's dangerous, you know, coming into a game like this.
Yeah, man, like, and then KK too, like he just kind of like him and the Josh Anderson line just has gotten back into the series, but just huge for those guys. And just every line has somebody that's doing something effectively. You got your Deneau line who's shutting down anyone and everything. You've got your Suzuki KK Toffoli line offense. You've got the quote unquote fourth line of, you know, I skipped a line there, but that's what I mean. It doesn't matter because there is no fourth line right now, right?
Well, and you see like just the plays that every line is making. Everyone's willing to go through the wall. And Perry, that one time he was on his offhand, he switched hands, dumped it in. He's taking sticks in the face. Stahl's going in there. Lecky's going. This team, there's something special about them, and it could be everyone, you know, Lehner said, I sat here and, you know, read for 2 hours. Well, this team's been reading for months that you shouldn't be here. And they all believe, and now they're one game away from going to the ship. 1 game.
You just got me so excited.
It's well, and that's the thing.
Wow.
Like, if you tell these fans halfway through the season, through that losing streak, you get 1 game to beat the team that tied the President's Trophy in the regular season to go to the Cup. Everyone's taking that. Carey Price, 1 game. That's nuts. Nuts.
It is, man. Like his mental game is on another level, and like that's where I'm bringing this next point here is his mental game is already strong. This was the other huge focal point of the pregame in Game 5 is that whoever wins the mental game is going to win this series, and Montreal's winning it. I don't think they're going to stop, and I just think that. I mean, we saw how pumped Carey was in that little clip that was trending, and like, when do you ever see Pricey with just like that warrior scream? You know,
yeah, that's
like just that. What is it, like a battle cry?
That was what other teams' nightmares are made of, right there. Like that is the nightmare of Carey Price. Like he's so zoned in, and he hasn't lost his composure. It's okay, 1 goal, 2 goal here, and it's not like he's letting soft ones in every game where it's like, okay, it's not all there. It's 1 every 5 games, but it is 100 shots, if not more, what he's seeing. So this guy is on an all-world level by himself right now.
It's amazing to watch, man. Like he's relishing the moment. He's recognizing the moment. He's not alone in that. I mean, like, Webb's, Corey Perry, obviously having been to the finals just last year, Eric Stahl, like just doing his thing. Like it's just, everything's blending at the right time. And none of us can predict. Like, is there such thing as an expert in hockey? And I mean, like down the pipe, like, is there such thing? Because nobody can predict. Every year this happens. There's upsets, right? But like, is there such thing as a hockey expert? I don't think so.
And that's the thing about this game. You can't predict anything. Yeah, everyone can go, okay, I'm going to guess this game, guess that game, and you might get it right. But to predict from a beginning of a season right to the end, it's near impossible.
Like we've had our luck here on Habs tonight. Like
yeah.
Like we've had our moments.
We'll
take it. And we ran with it because we just have fun with it. And like, Nick loves to make predictions, so we'll support that. Like we'll have fun with it. And when you're right, you just kind of cool, fun, bonus, right?
It's the Habsitivity around here.
It's the Habsitivity.
It's the Habsitivity.
Get your shirt. I'm just seeing if I have it here, but
those are nice shirts too.
Yeah, but there Black it is. Habstonight.net. It's not directly on this page right now, but when you click that link, when you go onto that link, you can certainly check it out. Habsitivity has been a theme that the Habs Tonight team has created, and we live by it now. And people are actually starting to come on board to our channel and check it out and recognize that when things aren't going well, we try our best to not destroy our own team. Like what a concept, Toronto. Take a note or two. Like your fans need to like that's what I'm thinking. Like you have to help turn like the narrative a little bit. And I'm not saying the fans are always going to be the ones to do it. It's the players that are ultimately going to do it.
Mm-hmm. But it helps
be part of the solution, right?
It helps when you don't have a paper this thick, 18 pages shitting on 5-6 guys every single day when you don't win. Like you can't do that.
Yeah. And that's where I'm coming from in that regard. But
I was going to say, just kind of rewinding there, and you're talking about like all these vets. How about Edmonton? The guy was there, 2 years ago. His team was in the basement, and they went on that ride. And I don't know if he's a big vocal point in the room, but I'm pretty sure, he's brought it up to the guys where, hey, I was on a team that was written off completely, and this team stormed back. 3-1 down to Toronto. This team stormed back, steamrolled the Jets, and now you're taking it to one of the better teams in the league.
Yeah, the frustration level was high for Vegas last game. Now, I want to touch on this because I think this is going to be the story of the game. I think in terms of Vegas and them needing goals is another story. But I think that Robin Lehner starting this game, why didn't he start Game 5? Were you surprised about that? Because I sure was.
I don't get it. Like he looked great in Game 4. He came out and said what he said, and then he goes right back to the bench. So I mean, he can't come out and say the same thing today. He's just got to come out, do his job, and he's going to have to get some run support from the boys up front, which is it's been far and few between these past couple games.
Yeah. Like when Patch finally got that goal last game, like I was a little nervous from that goal, and nothing really. I was nervous for like a minute, and then I realized Montreal's got this. Like it's the Canadiens. What I love when teams do is when they make you believe. Like, absolutely. So that's kind of maybe what's happened. And I'm never convinced until the final whistle, like until you get where you want to get. Yeah, I'm not going to get too far ahead. And I think that's the mistake some fan bases make. And, you just figure you're going to get here just because you should. Well, no, like
nothing's guaranteed.
Nothing is guaranteed, man. And that's why I think Lehner coming in, I'm wondering if Montreal wins this game, I'm wondering if Pete DeBoer, coach of the Vegas Golden Knights, is wondering, like, should I, like, he's got to think to himself, I should have put him in and gave game 5.
And that's the thing too, because if you go back to that Colorado series, everyone said the same thing. Like, why are you playing this guy? They got torched, but they did come back. But
his confidence was at a all-time high after game 4, though.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it have been? Wouldn't yours have been?
And then what does that do to the guy, though? Like, I know he's got that contract and he's not going anywhere, but how does that factor in for you, though? Like, is this guy my guy as a coach? Does he believe in me? Am I just here, just because he lost again? Or there's so much stuff that goes on behind the scenes that, like, we have no idea, right?
Yeah. And I think in this case too, like, if he wins this game, and I'm just saying, like, I'm not saying anything that I should as a Habs fan, because I want them to win
absolutely
badly. Yeah. But this is Lehner just like taking the crease permanently going forward for the Vegas Golden Knights, if he's able to.
I think so, yeah.
Get a win here, and, like, God forbid, worse. I'm not going to even say the name of the next game, because there won't be one, hopefully. So, but the you know what I'm saying? Like, this is Robin Lehner's chance to say, you messed up, not putting me in game 5.
Well, and the thing is, he was the starter at the beginning of the year, and then he got hurt. So this was his net, and Fleury was already being talked about being shipped out, sent to Seattle already. And he just took off, had an outstanding year. He deserves all the accolades that he got this year. He had a great season, but he's faltering in the playoffs again, where I think this is why kind of, he won the cups in Pittsburgh, and nothing against that, but there was a few runs where he did kind of look shaky.
Well, 2 of the 3, Matt Murray was the starter, right? The last 2 cups.
Yeah. And that's the thing, right? I mean, then look, Murray got a little shaky and out the door he went. So, I mean, if you're not, like, there are certain goalies that are unreal, the Vasilevskis and the Prices, where if they shake a little, but they don't break. And this guy's confidence has got to be, what do I have to do here?
Yeah, like, he's got to do what he did the other night and make it a 1-1 game.
Mm-hmm.
If you're Lehner, like, like, he's got to have a great first period, and then Vegas builds off that. That's what you're hoping for if you're Lehner, because that's what they did in game 4.
And I was even talking to, a bunch of people today, and I was saying that Vegas is going to come out first 10 minutes, try and silence the 35,000 there.
35, it's gonna be like 35,000. I don't even know how to do his voice.
But we all know what we're talking about here.
Yeah,
and they're gonna. But if we can get one quick and then get on them, you never know.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting no matter what. For those of you that are newer, or even if you're not, well, if you're newer specifically, we are talking to you. But follow us on social media, and of course, subscribe to the Habs Tonight channel here. Had a great chat. Dale Weise and Nick with Nate Thompson yesterday.
Oh, so good.
Fantastic interview. Just a beautiful interview. Stuff that I can relate to personally from what Nate went through. I've gone through my family, so it's just really touching to know that a guy like him, would be open about his story and going through addiction and things like that. And honestly, it meant a lot to me personally, like, just as a hockey fan, as a Habs fan. And it just opens the door for healing for others. And it's just a beautiful thing. So just check it out on the Habs Tonight channel. Just a wonderful, wonderful conversation with Nate Thompson, a guy that's a free agent,
Yep. You
kind
never
of
know.
wish she was still on the Habs for this moment, to be honest with you. Obviously the Thompson name, I'm biased. That's my real last name.
I
It's not
mean,
Dekes.
you have to be, right?
Yeah, Dekes isn't my real last name, in case anyone's wondering. But somebody asked that in the chat the other night in post game, like, is his real name Drew? No, it's Andrew Thompson, but that's okay. So I guess we'll wrap it up here, D. We talked about the main storylines, and to your, I guess, your left, your right and my left, that Stanley Cup banner. Like, I've just been looking at that a lot, like, while you've been hosting Crushing Cans, and we should mention, Derrick, that we have to mention that, if all goes well, tomorrow night, Friday night, Crushing Cans live.
Cans is back tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern time. Promises have been made if the team closes it out tonight. So tune in for that one.
That's right. So tomorrow night, be sure to check out Crushing Cans, guys. We're hoping, if things go the way we all want them to tonight for a post-game show, we're going to try to get that to you guys. Might be myself and somebody else. We play it by ear with the Habs Tonight team. So you'll certainly hear about it. If there's going to be a post-game show tonight, I think it'd be a farce if we didn't, especially if we head to the Cup final after tonight. So anyway, I still can't believe I'm even saying it. Like, we're this close. Like, it's just ridiculous, right?
I got the hairs are sticking up on the arm right now because it's you're doing the burge. I'm doing the burge.
Right? Like, oh my gosh. We have to enjoy this, right?
Quick predictions before we sign off here.
I'm going to take my boy Slick Nick Suzuki tonight. I took him on the Tim Hortons app too. I'm going to take him to score a goal tonight. And I'm not sure what else to say other than Carey Price is going to play great. But I think Carey's still saving his best hockey for the last series. I really, really believe that. Like, I want to see a Carey Price Stanley Cup final performance. Like, we haven't seen that. And I don't want it to all rest on Carey. The whole team's been playing great, but I just feel like I want to see that next level, even though we're happy with where he's at so far.
Just think about a next level.
So, yeah, we're not getting ahead of ourselves. We're just excited and
pumped here.
We're allowed to be.
I'm going to go on with what you touched on last pregame on Petrie being active here. I think the beautiful man is finally going to score. He's going to get involved here. Maybe it might get tipped, but he's going to start to play. I got Habs 3-1, and off to the final we go.
I can't believe we're saying this.
It's nuts.
Are we allowed? Like, anyway, we're not there yet. We know, but like, we're just, you know what I mean? Like, we're at a point. Like, that's the thing I was gonna say, because we were chatting back and forth before we went on air here with the group, and I was like, some of us are nervous, some are not, and I said to you guys, I was like, the more we go on, the deeper we go in this playoff run. I have that Carey Price mentality of I'm more confident, I'm more relaxed, the deeper we go. And that's still how I feel. And I wasn't able to say that a lot of this playoff run, and it's kind of a good place to get to. So I hope I can stay here and just continue to enjoy the moment with all of you. And thank you all, of course, for watching too.
Ooh, here we go.
Here we go, man.
Game 6.
When you said that earlier, though, near the beginning of the show about the fans and just, I think you were just addressing what. You were saying how Lehner was reading like for 2 hours the tweets and stuff about doubting him or doubting Vegas or whatever, and you're like, the entire season people have been doubting the Canadiens.
We had to wait till like the last week to get in the playoffs. So
yeah, when you said that made me just like,
it's been like this for a while, and we've been along for this entire ride, which has been crazy, like nuts.
Yeah. We've been having fun. What a year to start a Habs show, right?
Oh, I think we're on to something here.
Oh man, Habsitivity is for real, ladies and gentlemen. Well, thank you for watching, guys. Again, please subscribe, follow us on all social media platforms. We're there. We're hopefully going to be there with you post game as well to see the Canadiens off to the Stanley Cup final. So on behalf of Derrick and myself, thank you, D, as always.
Go Habs, go.
Go Habs, go, and we'll see you guys very soon.